Thinking about how to change your life in 2023, how to take a step towards financial freedom, no shortcuts, no scams, but a legit way to invest your money? Well, let me tell you about OctaFX trading app, a user-friendly and convenient app that allows you to trade. You have various payment options for deposits and withdrawals within the app. Transactions are faster and they support 24/7 just for you. But you may be asking, how do I know if they're legit? Well, OctaFX is a global forex broker for more than 11 years. They have clients in more than 150 countries and they have a license in South Africa. Most importantly, they were voted as the most reliable broker in South Africa for the year 2022. You may be thinking, but trading is daunting. Where do I start? Firstly, download the app. Secondly, use the free educational materials on the OctaFX website and live trading sessions on the OctaFX YouTube channel. Thirdly, use the demo account to learn how to trade without depositing. Find your own trading strategy. Then lastly, switch to the real account. So tell me, what are you waiting for? Download the app today using the link in my bio and start trading. That's how you get closer to being financially free. Use my promo code FURUPERO to double your first deposit. Happy trading! Hello everybody, welcome back to my YouTube channel. Welcome back to my YouTube channel. And if you're here for the first time, welcome. If you're a returning subscriber or a veteran in this channel, welcome back for yet another exciting episode of Risk, Money and Insurance. And so today it's a story time, guys. If you haven't subscribed, please hit the subscribe button below. Don't forget to hit the notification bell so that you get notified whenever I post a new video, which will be on a Thursday evening at 7 p.m. So today it's a story time simply because this has happened to me more than 3 times on Instagram, and I'm just like, Instagram scammers is where it's at. Surely Instagram scammers is where it's at, and they're getting wiser all the time. So I thought I should share with you guys my experience, what happened to moi when an Instagram scammer came to my profile, and the other time when something else happened, but I'm going to explain to you guys. So I've had 3 instances, 2 beginning of this year and 1 last year, end of last year. And I thought, okay, the first incident, I was like, okay, no, these things happen. But when the second 2 happened, I was just like, no, this is becoming serious, so let's have a chat about it. So if this is the content that you like, if you want to hear more about the stories, financially related stories, because in the channel we speak about money, personal finance, then be sure to subscribe so that you get more of this content and that we're able to just grow together and learn from each other. So here's the story. So scammer number 1, right? Scammer number 1 actually DM'd me and she said to me, oh, hey, I have a business proposal for you. So first of all, I just need to set context, right, to say that a lot of the campaigns that I've sort of been a part of, especially if you're working with a brand or like a company for the first time, right? Most of them, like, they DM you or they send you an email, or they, like, if they have your number, so if they know someone who knows your numbers, then they call you. That's how they got hold of you, right? But I mean, the common one is just DMs. So most of the time when someone says, I have a business proposal for you, what I'm thinking is the bag. New campaign, right? So I it's business. We're running a business out here. I listen, I give them my time, and then we take it from there. I decide whether I want to do it or I don't want to do it. Okay, cool. So this person says to me, I have a business proposal for you. I'm like, okay. I mean, it's not a first. So I'm not shocked that someone is getting into my DMs and telling me about a business proposal because I get this kind of chat often. So I'm like, okay, cool. What's up? What's your business? And then they say, can I please have your WhatsApp numbers? Which is normally how other conversations go because they don't like talking in the DMs. Most of the time they can say, send me your email or like give me your WhatsApp numbers or let me call you, such things. So it's nothing weird, nothing strange. I'm like, okay, sure, cool. Yeah, WhatsApp numbers, sure. Okay, then they like, hey, it's Lillian from Instagram. I'm like, yes, Lillian, what's poppin'? Then they start telling me about their business proposal. Then they're like, so I have, found a trading strategy. They start with a background about forex trading, and they tell you that they can triple your money in a week, and it's a zero risk high return type of investment, and a lot of people are sleeping on forex, and so you must get into it, invest. And then they're like, so I asked, okay, cool, how much is the minimum investment? They're like, oh, the minimum investment is $500. I'm like, child, that's a lot of money. $500. It's not even 500 rands. It's dollars. I'm like, a rand right now, a dollar versus rand right now, we're approaching 20 rands. What are you saying? So, okay, cool. So I act calm and I act like I didn't realize that. Number one, you're telling me that you're going to triple my money in a week. How does that make sense? How does any of that make sense that you're going to triple my money in a week? To me, it's just like, child, are you like printing money? Are you like printing money? And then you tell me that there's zero risk. I'm like, child, that's another flag. How is it zero risk when you're tripling my money in a week? I mean, come on. If you had a trading strategy that worked that well, you wouldn't be out here trying to pursue individuals to invest with you. You would be taking your strategy to like big banks and big trading, markets and all of that, and you're gonna promise them this money, and you're gonna be making a lot of money from them. And then they tell you that what they want. You download an app. I think it's the Luno app. Yeah, they said the Luno app. So download the Luno app, and after downloading the Luno app, they're going to give you a trading strategy. They're going to do everything for you. But what you need to do is to give them the login details, your details, and sign up for them. And then sign up and then give them the login details, and then they're gonna trade for you, and then you can check your money anytime. I'm like, already, if you have my login details, that means whenever you can authorize withdrawals, you can authorize, deposits, you can authorize all of that, which I'm not comfortable with because, number one, I don't even know you. Like, I haven't even seen you. So if you run away with my money, where am I gonna go? And then they start saying, they have a lot of money and all of that, so, you shouldn't worry about being scammed. It's the fact that a scammer is telling me to not be worried about being scammed, whereas they're scamming me. Yo, guys, the lever. For me, it's the lever. Okay, so I'm like, okay, cool, sharp. So I shouldn't be worried about getting scammed. Okay, sharp. But you want my details and you can possibly withdraw the money. And then they say, well, whatever profits you make, we're just going to take 10%. I'm like, first of all, we're not even going to make profits because, hey, but what strategy are you using, right? Like, it just sounds too good to be true to begin with. Like, now if at this point you're convinced that, these people are the real deal, I'm just telling you that this whole thing sounds too good to be true. So, I'm out here, I'm asking questions and all of that. I'm asking, like, minimum I'm like, yo, I don't have that money. And then they're like, no, you can, invest. How much do you have? I was like, I just have 1,000. The first one I told them I have 1,000. And then they're like, okay, no, that's also okay. Don't worry, wada. And so they're like, yeah, download the app and then we will talk. I'm like, okay, cool, sharp. So I didn't download the app because I knew I wasn't even going to entertain any of that. And then they keep now, this is the part that I hate. They keep coming back and greeting me and asking, where are you with the downloading of the app? Where are you? So the first person, I kept telling them that I'm not comfortable. I'm hesitant to do this. So I just need time. Give me time to think about this. I'm just, I'm still assessing things. I don't have that money right now, and I don't think I want to invest right now. It's the end of the year. So they're like, okay, cool, dear. And then, they're like, did you save my numbers? This is a very strange question. Because, me and you, we don't know each other. What business do I have? Because I'm already talking to you. They're like, did you save my numbers? I'm like, no, I didn't save your numbers. They're like, yeah, please save my numbers. I'm like, why should I save your numbers? They're like, so that, we are able to communicate. I didn't save their numbers because I knew I wasn't going to follow through with the whole thing. So that whole thing ended up just fading away because I didn't follow up. Now I think at some point they just got tired, so they stopped, and I was like, okay, cool, sharp. At least you're leaving me in peace. And then beginning of this year, I got a stronger devil, a stronger scammer. Okay, so this one didn't come to my DMs. This one commented on one of the posts I made beginning of this year where I was wearing like a dusty pink top and all of that. Yeah, they commented there and they were like, hey, sweetie, I have a business proposal for you, right? And then this person now is acting, so the profile was Ayanda Vanna's profile. You guys know Ayanda Vanna, Bumi's friend or whatever. They went somewhere together last year. So it's all her pictures, like recent pictures from her profile and all of that. Like it looked like a profile, right? The following was also big as well, but it wasn't like compared to her current following. So at first, like the whole thing is the same, right? It's just that what I realized later on was that this scammer's profile had an underscore, so it was Ayanda_Vanna, the handle. And then her real profile is just Ayanda Vanna. Okay, cool. So I'm like, Ayanda. Okay. It's still early Jan. I didn't even realize that there was an underscore. So I'm like, okay, cool. I'm like, hey, I saw your message there. What's popping? And then they're like, oh yeah, can I please get your numbers? What? Which country are you in? First of all, I'm like, so number one, you wanna think they said I have a beautiful profile and they wanna give me a business proposal. So you wanna give me a business proposal, but you don't even know which country I'm at. I'm like, okay, that's weird. But at the same time, you are Ayanda. Okay. So I'm like, okay, cool. Here are my numbers. Sure. They go and then they're like, yeah. They tell me the very same story that the other person in end of 2022 told me, like, yo, this investment, triple, no risk. What the same story, they said the same thing. Then they're like, please save my numbers, hey dear, wada. But then this one was more insistent, like they're insisting man on this thing. I'm like, hey, I don't like the way you're pushing me, because they're like, yeah, download the app. There's a website. This ones have a website. And she's like, yeah, there's a website. Download, have a member profile on my website, and then from there, send me like your login details and stuff. I'm like, I'm not comfortable with giving you login details. That's insane. Why would I do that? They're like, no, dear, I'm not saying give me your login details. I don't want your login details. Just send me proof that when you registered with the profile. I'm like, that's weird. You're changing your story. I mean, it's here. It's on text. Okay, cool. Then I tell them, okay, Jen was a bit busy for me and all of that. I was like, yo, I'm busy. I cannot do this. Because they're constantly doing like texting and all of that. This one time at 10 p.m., they're calling me. I'm like, hey, but what business is this? Why would you call someone at 10 p.m.? It's too late to do business. Then they get angry. They're like, yeah, because you keep promising that you will do this thing, but when you're not doing it. I'm like, yay. When I don't have, time for you. Like, I'm busy with my other things. Like, I'm not out here waiting to hear from you and to receive matching orders from you. You told me about your business proposal. Whether I'm interested or not, you didn't even ask me, but already you're pushing me to do this. I don't want to do it. And then I blocked them. After blocking them, a few days later, they text me with another number and they tell me that, well, since when you DM'd me on Instagram, it means you were interested. So what changed? Why did you block me and all of that? Because I was like, because I didn't like your tone and the way you were pushing and shoving this thing down my throat. I didn't like that. And I was like, also, why did you, I didn't receive a DM from Ayanda's original account. I received a DM from something else, and you also deleted the comment that you placed on my profile and all of that. What happened to the comment? They're like, oh yeah, no, I DM'd you from my fan account. I was like, okay, cool. To settle this, if you want us to continue, then send me a DM from your original account. You're claiming to be Ayanda Vanna, right? So DM me from your original account. They're like, you think I don't have time, you think I have time to waste, and all of that. So instead of doing business, I can just come here to this nonsense about me not being who I say I am. I'm like, yeah, I don't know you. So I'm just saying, give me proof. If you are truly Ayanda Vanna, send me a message from Ayanda Vanna's original account, because you said you used your fan account. I want a message from your account. And also, that shouldn't take long. It shouldn't take more than 5 seconds for you to just say, hi, it's Ayanda. Then they go silent for a while. Then they come back, I think the day after, and they were saying, yeah, no, if when you were keen to invest, if you don't want to invest, block me on this number, wada, wada, wada. I was like, "Hi, thank you, blocked, done." And then when I went back on Instagram, right, so I was telling a friend of mine, Ro, about this whole thing, and she was actually the one who was like, "Are you sure you got a message from Ayanda Vanna?" I'm like, let me actually check. So now when I go to my DMs, I couldn't find, it's like, I don't know whether they just deleted that whole profile altogether. I couldn't find the message, the DMs that we had before. I couldn't find, that message, those specific messages or that chat on Instagram, couldn't find it. That profile was deleted. I couldn't find it. I'm like, so I mean, I was going to give money to someone I couldn't locate afterwards. Okay, cool. And then I checked, the difference was the underscore in the account. And then I was like, this is not the first person. There was this other person. It turned out that the Lillian, the other girl from that other time, right, from last year, end of last year, she was actually using pictures from one of the Real Housewives of Nigeria. Apparently it's Chioma or something. She was using Chioma's pictures. But I don't watch Real Housewives of wherever. Like, I just, my thing. If I watch it, it's because I'm bored or like someone else is watching it, but I never really watch those things. She was like, no, this is Chioma from the Real Housewives of Nigeria. So I sent them a DM because they're still using the same account. I sent them a DM and I actually sent them Chioma's original account, and I was like, living the life, hey Chioma. And then I laughed and they also laughed as well. I'm not sure if they blocked me afterwards, but yeah. So what I'm actually saying is, guys, there are a lot of scammers out there. If something is too good to be true, if it sounds too good to be true, it is too good to be true. Like, you cannot expect to triple your money in a week, guys. It's just impossible. I mean, if this person had the strategy, like the real strategy, they'll be bowling right now. Because there's a lot of money in the stock market, they'll be bowling from the stock market. So the reason why they're coming to you as an ordinary citizen is because they want to scam you. Like, honestly, there is no investment that doesn't contain some level of risk. So when someone comes and they say, I'm going to triple your money, there's no risk involved. It's nonsense. There is no such thing. If I am going to invest in something, even stock markets, it's risky. So there is no way that I can actually do all of that and still not get, not take on some level of risk. And they're like, yeah, you're not gonna lose your money, or they're gonna try to, make you trust them using the fact that they're rich. Number one, that's the easiest one. They pretend to be rich. Secondly, they will tell you that I have a family and a husband and kids, so I'm trustworthy. I'm telling you, even scammers have got husbands and kids, so don't fall for those things. And then they're also gonna tell you, push you. I think another one is to create a sense of urgency, like, you must deposit this thing now, or you must do this now, or this is a limited offer. If you miss out now, wada, it's not gonna work. And then another one, after the second one didn't bite, there was another one who DM'd me, and this time around it was a guy. So the first two were ladies. This time around was a guy. I looked at his profile. Now he looked rich, business meeting, classes, whatever. And I was like, chances are those pictures are not his. He's using someone else's pictures. And he was also like, I have a proposal for you. And I was like, what proposal is that? He was like, Forex trading. Have you traded before? I was like, no, thank you. I'm not even gonna say play along or whatever, because I know how this game plays out. So that's all I'm going to tell you guys to say. Just be careful. There are people after your money. They know that things are tough, especially now, with a recession looming and all of that. We are all just trying to, make the most out of what we have. We're also just trying to make more money as well. But don't fall into this trap of, trying to make easy money and lose your own money in the process. So just be careful. If it's too good to be true, zero risk, high returns, there's no such thing. High risk, high returns. That's how investments work. So at the same time, guys, I would just like to say, of course, contents of this video do not constitute as financial advice. If you need financial advice, please speak to a financial advisor that is registered with the FSCA, right? So that's the Financial Sector Conduct Authority in South Africa. And just be safe out there. Like, just be safe. And in terms of money, don't trust anyone with your money, honestly. If it's just a person you meet, a random person you met on Instagram, Facebook, or whatever, or it's a stock fall with people you don't know, just don't do it. So I love you guys so much. Don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe. I will see you in the next video. Oh, bye.